Today, I want to talk about the rules and regulations surrounding the demons and their interactions with the human realm on Earth. In particular, diving deep into this new idea in the episode Apology Tour that the demons are able to walk on the Earth on Halloween. My name is Deepcut, demons call me ImpSona. Did you know that no one is subscribed? Look at this chart. Are you falling for it? Click subscribe. Now, it's well known that within the show, the demons can travel to Earth if they have the right permissions, and in fact, it seems to be a lot more common than people realize, but Halloween throws an entirely new angle on it. In this episode, Halloween is not just a time that they have the opportunity to go to Earth, but the time that they do it in hordes as part of a massive celebration. Vraska is just one pop star, and her party has to be just one of many parties on Halloween all over the human world being run by demons. While hers doesn't seem to have any actual humans there, and just uses Earth as a fun setting, a lot of demons are probably out there partying among the mortals as well. Traditionally, Halloween is viewed as the time of year where our world is about to die, with winter being a 3 months long dead period before the Earth rises again in the spring. With the entire world being on the brink of death, it was seen as a time where the dead could appear on the Earth itself, with the world of the living and the world of the dead being so close to each other. This was seen as a global version of someone being so close to death that they could see the spirit of their ancestors, with the entire Earth itself having some sort of near-death experience. The tradition of jack-o'-lanterns was said to keep the evil spirits away from your home, as both the good and the evil would cross over at this time. The idea of humans wearing costumes to make them look like spirits and demons was developed as a way of being able to walk around on this night without the evil spirits attacking you, as they would think that you were just one of them. Because of that, the demons in the show are able to walk around on the Earth with the humans thinking that they are in costumes like them now. The fun thing about Helluva Boss is seeing how the demons have not just influenced our world in the present, but have seemingly influenced it throughout history with our real world history applied to it. And along the way in that history, the way that the demons influenced humans began to change. It is unknown why the demons are able to go up to Earth on Halloween within Helluva Boss, but like with the tradition in real life, it may have started as an almost natural occurrence that couldn't be regulated. Deep in our past, demons and spirits were believed to interact with our world in many different ways, not just on Halloween. In the Christian tradition, the pagan gods that people all around the world were worshipping before Jesus were said to actually be entities like the Deadly Sins or the Ars Goetia, demons who were openly revered by humans who were doing their bidding. Over time, these entities are portrayed as fading into more secretive ways to control the world and its people, manipulating people at the top of Earth's hierarchy instead of interacting with the humans publicly directly as gods. By doing this in the show, the demons would have made the humans forget that hell is real, with hell and demons just being seen as more fabulistic like they generally are today. This in turn leads to people not taking the idea of sin too seriously, and more humans ending up in hell because they keep sinning, instead of using their fear of going to hell to fight against the demons. It is during this transition that most demons would stop having easy access to the human world, with those who do have access being restricted and regulated. This would include actual laws in Hell's system that require any demon going up to the Earth to wear human disguises, save for on Halloween, of course. This holiday would have once represented that humans knew the truth about demons, but the same tricks that the humans would have used to hide among the demons on that night were now being used by the demons to hide among the humans. While I'm sure there are also laws against there being too much chaos and destruction on Halloween that would alert the humans to the idea that demons are real, I think a certain amount of destruction and horror is allowed, with it ultimately being blamed on humans in costumes. The only exception to this Halloween rule seems to be the sinners. While our real-life lore has both the spirits of evil and the spirits of the dead humans coming to Earth on Halloween, Vraska's party shows there being absolutely no sinners in the background. While Blitz maybe hasn't dated sinners, that would make the sinners the one group that Blitz discriminated against, or that discriminated against him, because he has had relationships with every other class of demon, even royals. Instead, I think this is just evidence that the sinners are not allowed to cross to the world of the living because they would have too much of a personal investment and end up influencing the humans there. This would lead to too many sinners trying to reach out to their friends, families, loved ones, warn them about hell, and try to get them to be good and get into heaven. Or worse, they might even go there to get revenge against people who have done them wrong. Blitz's business wouldn't be necessary because sinners would be going up to Earth on Halloween to get revenge themselves. I just personally can't imagine the actual sinners going back to their lives every year on Halloween and not crossing the line with what they are allowed to do to influence the people on Earth. This could of course just be revealed to be a Helluva boss bias at this party, which tends to show more natives than sinners in the background of the show. But we do still see sinners in the background of Helluva boss, and even in Hazbin Hotel, we see other species like imps in the background of Pentagram City to remind us that they both exist, and when you don't see sinners in a particular location, it generally means that they aren't really allowed there. The natives, on the other hand, have no attachment to the Earth and would see it more as a place to tour for fun once a year, a way to get out and experience something different, similar to how they just visit other rings to get a new experience. The sinners aren't even able to leave the Pride ring to see Wrath, Lust, or any of the other rings of hell, so it would make sense that they'd be restricted from visiting the Earth as well. Now, even outside of Halloween, there seems to be a lot of business going up on Earth that is done by demons. This isn't even really new information, as we've known since episode 3 that Blitz's entire building seems to be used for businesses that influence the Earth. According to Veroska's bodyguard, Vortex, Veroska and her posse had to take the office across from Blitz's because there wasn't any more room on the sucking floor, or the succubus floor. This indicates an entire company of succubus influencing the Earth, with this building being their head of operations, with there also being many successful businesses there, as Veroska explains to Blitz. The succubus, according to Stolas, have the easiest access to the mortal realm, being able to go there with the Osmodian crystals in order to spread lust. In order to keep things organized, there are likely business operations all over the 7 rings of hell, giving this sort of work to succubus who live in different rings for the ones who didn't want to stay in the gloomy, rainy lust ring. While some succubus may have the freedom to just go up to Earth and spread vice any way they want, the business conducted through the office likely checks in on their progress and guides them through different events and trends among the humans to help the succubus seduce the humans and keep up to date with their culture. In an upcoming episode, we also see that some demons are actually haunting the Earth the way we think of ghosts as doing, who would technically be the actual ghost of dead humans. It appears to be the possessors from the Envy Ring. The most we've seen of the possessors so far is the Glitz and Glam twins from Mammon's mid-season special. These are a species that are believed to be from the Envy Ring, having a deep sea demon theme that we attribute to their deadly sin ruler, Leviathan, who is known to be a giant sea monster. With the dark purple sky they are implied to have by the 7 Rings of Hell system, they appear to have developed the ability to glow in the dark, creating their own light just like deep sea fish at the bottom of our oceans. As envy-themed demons, their power also appears to be possessing people, as we see in the trailer that a possessor that is haunting his own hotel on Earth is also able to take control of Blitz's body. While this could be an illegal operation, there isn't much profit to be made in this sort of thing, I think, and instead, I think it's the show's way of explaining the natures of hauntings in relation to Hell the same way they do with succubus, meaning this is something that Hell is okay with, and this guy is actually just doing his job perhaps. Now, Hellhounds in real-life lore are demons that are sent to track down people who have sold their souls to the devil, dragging them back to Hell. Luna seems to showcase the power associated with this in the show, when she is able to see who exactly her targets are based off of a list of their names. We don't see any indication of this being used by any business in Hell within the show outside of Luna, but undoubtedly that was the use of Hellhounds in the past when interactions and deals with humans for their souls was much more common. Since the Great Forgetting, as we might call it, they may have virtually no missions up on Earth now, though I imagine them to be used similar to how I think imps are used. Imps, like Hellhounds, have no on-screen evidence of having missions up on Earth, but they do seem to get work outside of farming that involves war based on the conversations with Millie's parents. Most people are aware by now of the idea that Millie's mother and father were in World War II on Earth because of their love for Blitz's name, which is believed to remind them of the term Blitzkrieg, a term used to describe German warfare tactics. Imps may have performed more open mayhem deep in the Earth's past, but my current theory is that they are sometimes, like Hellhounds, used for more specialized missions that are more about controlling the outcomes of wars on Earth. By providing imps as foot soldiers in battles for the sides they want to win, they end up controlling the world by controlling who is in charge. Hellhounds would likely be used for more specialized missions involving tracking down specific humans, but imps I could see lining up in little troops to fight against humans in wars, with them seemingly needing very little in the way of disguises to trick people into thinking they're other humans. But what do you guys think? I got more videos coming out this week, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss them, and you can always unsubscribe later when we talk about a cartoon you don't like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, as well as what topics you'd like me to cover next, and if you want more in the meantime, consider watching this playlist of my older videos with a focus on how demons, and imps in particular, have influenced Earth. See you guys soon.